With your mouth all glued up with coney juice, I asked you a question.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to episode 56 of Chillin' with the Jays, where a couple of guys share their thoughts, share their jokes, share their lives. I am your boy, the Chacha McFresh, a.k.a. the savvy uppercut himself, Pesto Pete, straight from the sauce. Gotta let the people know this is the Sauce Awards, keeping shit extra motherfucking saucy around here. I am joined by one of the coolest cats that I know, the guy who puts the manicotti in manicotti, a.k.a. 100%, my boy Jay. What up, my
man?
brother?
How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Chilling with the Jays.
Chillin'.
With the Jays right there.
With the Jays,
Yep.
Yeah, with the Jays.
Hell yeah, man. So everybody knows who I am. I'm Jay. I'm Don Provolone. But the new alias me and Juan got popping off is Mark Manicotti. Join us for the sauce every other Wednesday. We'll be going over all the sauces you need, vodka to pesto to whatever you need. And we got that.
Alfredo,
Hell yeah,
marinara.
shit, marinating behind.
How about a little bit of like?
Nah, that's a solid, yeah.
All right,
All right.
that's a solid. Oh
yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yo,
I'm feeling that.
A little bit of that.
Put that behind marinate. Yeah, hell yeah, for everybody.
I see what you're doing.
Yep, Cuccios with almond milk.
Yo, the perfect breakfast to get you
That's how
started
you get a
on
Monday
a Monday.
popping right there.
Yeah.
Watch some Terminator and have some Cuccios, and you'll get shit going for the week.
With some
That's how you do it. But we are back for a popular episode of ours. We're at Rapid Fuego, a.k.a. Rapid Fire Questions.
Rapid Fuego.
Juan's attempt at the
man.
YouTube video, lightning questions, keeping it real. There's the Caucasian title on that one. Lightning questions. Rapid Dave instead of Speedy Gonzalez on that one. That's what that was.
I actually changed it, by the way. It should say Rapid Fuego with fire emojis on it. So
it
fuck
should be.
that. We have to keep that shit
Hell
consistent. So I think people have come to understand, if you're watching the YouTube video and you're seeing the names of the titles of the podcast, there's a bit of a difference going. It's because we like to diversify our titles.
It's true.
Fuck one title.
That's true, man.
You feel me? AKA, we
No,
weren't coordinating.
But hey, man, it came out good because it looks like
Came out
as
banging.
long as we got the number consistent, it really doesn't matter about the title
Yo,
name. You feel me?
That's all it is, bro.
Shout out to Rogan for not titling his
exactly what it
episodes.
is.
You know what I'm saying? All he says,
Yeah, no, just
episode
numerical
1000
values. It's a
featuring
good
this
way.
fucking guy. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And no real explanation about what the episode's about. We just know that it's going to be Joe Rogan, possibly some Saturn moons, to doing in a hyperbolic chamber with a fucking with doing shrooms, something like. We just know it's going to be that. So that's what we're going for on that one.
Yeah.
Real shit to make
real
you feel
talk right
shit.
there,
But
real
let's dive right in, bro.
man.
First off, man, how's it going over there, yo? How's it going on your end?
Good, man. Good, bro. Just
Hell
got a
yeah.
couch, man. So we finally we're hooking up the living room. Fucking finally, it's the last piece of furniture we need to fucking let Voltron be assembled and shit. So we're good to go on this end. We're good to go. It was a
Hell
good
yeah.
day today, man.
That's what's up.
How about you, bro? How you
doing?
doing?
Good, man. Doing good. We everything's been going pretty steady. And as an adult, as you know, bro, steady's good. Steady's good. You know what I mean? Steady is good. Definitely,
Consistent.
Definitely. And right now, at the moment, this week, leading up until Saturday, it's, October 7th, everything seems to be pumping right now. Everything seems to be going. Jobs are fine, things like that. So good to go. Yeah, fucking me gusta. Definitely straight up in my pants. But let's jump right into the topic on this one, man. Back to Rapid Dave himself.
Yo.
And Rapid Fuego questions that we got. We're going to go ahead and finish the episode we did last week. So tune into that episode as well. The Jays just tackle a series of questions, just mad
questions.
from the fans.
From the fans.
Thank
So
you guys
thank
for
you
doing
guys.
that. Hell
Thank
yeah.
you guys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And let's get into it, man. First question that we didn't tackle last week that we probably should have. What do you think about when you're alone in the car? And I know I know not so much me anymore, but I know you spend a lot of alone time in the car. What do you think about, bro?
Alone time in the car. What do I think about projects? About things that I want to do, about things that I want to work on, about things that I want to like create. I'm always thinking about how to. One big important thing that's been popping off on my brain lately has been Bitcoin. I've been doing a hell of a lot of research on Bitcoin, and I'm really excited for the prospect of investing a small fraction of money into Bitcoin to see the end result. You know, obviously the biggest pull to it is like it's crazy money. It's getting larger. Although it's volatile, it keeps going up and down, but it's a dope thing. But that's really what I think about in the car when I'm alone, man. Just a lot of thinking about how to make money, a lot of thinking about how to satisfy my creative side. So,
that sounds like some adult ass shit. I want to invest in Bitcoin. That's you reach max level when that happens.
A whole different currency, bro.
That new money. For me, man, when I'm driving, bro, like I think about everything, bro. You know, we both got the ADHD. So you know what that's like. Like we're driving, but at the same time, we're paying attention to the drive, but at the same time, in the back of our mind, there's a full blown conversation popping off, and basically just I range from getting pussy. To be honest with you, let's keep it real. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna front on that. Like, damn, I really hope I can get some vag tonight. Put a little extra cheese on her taco, and then I think about just why I hate driving. First off, I'm glad I work from home now. I don't got to do this shit that often. So I try to big one, man. Definitely changed my life for sure. And I think about this, the fact that I appreciate the fact that I work from home. Every time I get in the car and I'm driving, I'm sitting at a stoplight. I'm like, man, I'm glad I work from home. You know what I mean? I don't got to deal with this bullshit no more, man. I put gas in my car like every 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, homie.
So I'm more so thinking of casual shit, just getting pussy, getting back to the house. What's the quickest route to the grocery store? I'm not thinking about like too much life shit because I'm at the house all day. So me right now, I'm just thinking. That's it, man. I do all my thinking at the crib.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, and don't use a rubber. Let's see. What were you like in high school?
I was a fucking dork. I was like a big ass nerd. It was interesting because I was a dork nerd who somehow was popular enough to become the prom king of that tight ass
you
high
stood
school.
king.
So I stay strong. I stand upon Pride Rock with all the pride on this planet. So yeah, man. But that's what it was, man. I was just a big ass nerd. I was bigger than everybody else, Puerto Rican as fuck, in a majority white school. So imagine that. And yeah, man. But I kept my shit open minded. So that's how I was.
That's what's up, man.
How about you, bro? How was it, Jay? You know what, man? Because we shared a grade almost in the sense of when I was in senior, you were a freshman, but that was it. And then you had 3 years of the high school world that I never got to see. How the fuck were you in high school?
I was a loner, bro. To keep it real with you, I was cool with people. I was always cool with like whatever black people are around. To keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's true, bro. It's true, bro. It's just how it was, man. I never really had any white friends growing up. I really didn't. Maybe 1, 2 tops, but I never was really too close with them. You feel me?
Got you.
But I was definitely really a loner. I would say I was keeping to myself. I was just trying to see what girls I can get with. But I definitely was, because I went to a lot of high schools, as you know. But I was it was hard for me to actually link up, like connect with where I was at, because I was always worried about going to another place.
Yeah,
you feel me? So I didn't really bother getting to know nobody because I don't know if I'm gonna be there again. Only thing I'm like, yo, what? Let me see what girl looks vulnerable enough for me to get some vag. You know what I mean? Who can I get up in here? You feel me? That's all it was. That's so I was definitely to myself, played a lot of video games. Like I was a nerd gangster. You know what I mean? I was up in there, it was tough as fuck, nice, but playing my games. You know what I mean? Age of Empires, StarCraft, shit like that. In the meantime, bro, just doing my own thing. Because honestly, like I told you, I never stuck around high school for long, and I ended up going to a night school. That's how I finished high school. I went to a program that basically it was for kids that didn't want to go to school no more. So they put us all in like a alternative high school, which was mad fucking easy. It was banging. It was banging. It was only for 3 hours. It was from like 2 p.m. to like 5. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's
man.
A good time,
and
yo.
it,
That-
and
that's
it wasn't
some
like
acting.
I remember in high school where like you do like 3 or be like up to like 5 classes in one day. You know what I mean? But at this place, it was one class on Monday, the second class on Tuesday, the third class on Wednesday, and so on. You know?
I see, man. It's almost like it was. People learn differently. So
Yeah, it
that's
was
what's
cool,
up.
bro. It
That's
was
what's
cool.
up.
And that I kind of connected with them
shit,
because
good
we were
shit.
all like, man, we fuck school. You know what I'm saying? So, but we all graduated. We walked down the aisle with the regular school. So, hey, man, it was good. I was a loner.
It was. That was what's up.
Yes,
So
sir.
you were a loner. Hold up.
Do it, bro.
He's coming up.
Okay, cool.
No, I don't.
You should have
I
did it,
didn't.
yo.
I didn't. It was a lie.
Yeah,
I got
man.
scared.
I feel you.
All
Next
right,
question.
next question. What's coming up?
What? This is a kind of the person kind of fucked up on the grammar, so I'm gonna try to piece it together the best way I can. But I like the question, so I put it in Rosetta Stone. Basically, what's going on here?
I like the question, so I put it. So what you're saying is that you didn't have it translated. It could have meant anything, but you liked it. So
It was so the grammar was so bad. I put it in Microsoft Word, and they were like, no, nothing was found. Put it that way. No changes were found. I'm like, fuck. But anyway, the question is basically, what technology that we use today that we depend on that now that we didn't give a shit about like 20 years ago.
Wow. Technology that we depend on now that we didn't give a shit about before, like basically not insinuating, but like basically that this technology was around back then, but we just didn't care about it. Shit. I don't know. We've always been like so attached to technology. You know, the moment that computers came out and Pa came through with that one computer, I was hooked on computers and shit. And you know, when the cell phone came along, I was a little bit late to the cell phone.
I think we all were. Me and you, we both were. You know.
Yeah, we both were. We were like those I got my first cell phone in college. So
I was college age. Yeah, like when I had a cell phone, it was like 18, 19 when I got a cell phone.
18, 19. Yeah, yup. And but I can't think of one. I feel like the funny part is I feel like there is like one piece of technology that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all about that now versus then. You know what, bro? Here you go. We think of technology as computers and cell phones and iPads and shit. But yo, technology is also a motherfucking oven.
Yep.
And I appreciate cooking shit in the oven now more than I did way back in the day when I didn't know what I was doing. So
that's what's up.
That's my piece of technology. Boom. Right, yo? I did motherfucking good.
That's what's up.
Pestle
Yeah,
Paul
somebody got to
coming at
fucking feed that body, yo. There's a lot of mass. A lot of mass, yo. A lot of mass, man. We're not talking about church either.
And we ain't talking
Yeah,
Boston.
exactly.
I was in Boston. Yo, shout out
was
to
a good
us,
one
yo.
right there.
Shout out to
That was
us
that-
right
that
there, man.
coordination,
How about
bro.
you, bro? What technology that broken
Yeah,
ass
man.
question that got
it was
to you?
it was so broken that the end of the question was at the beginning. But anyway, the problem is with that we're not like old. So it's like the technology that we had 20 years ago, it was the same technology now. Maybe not as pretty, but it was not as fast, not as rapid Dave, but like it was still there. Like internet was still there. It was slow as a motherfucker. Internet was still there. Cell phones were there, but they were like the size of bricks. But you still could make a phone call. You know, that's a hard question. I liked it because it was hard. Because because the technology was there, but it was barely there. Like it's comparable to now.
Yeah.
Because I used everything back then that I use now. I just use it. It's faster now, and it's a little more a better shell on it. But what I definitely appreciate now compared to way back when, I didn't give a fuck about the internet the internet. That's what I'm gonna say. Because we use the internet, but the only thing I wanted to use the internet for was trying to play some type of video game.
It's like naked.
Or naked too. But the problem was 56K. You couldn't really watch movies. You could look at pictures. It would load a picture, but there's no videos.
It was like you got like a high quality titty or a real low resolution.
Yeah, that was it. Like, that was it. And it was such a hassle doing it that it was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't even want to fuck it, man. That was still back when tapes were popping. So like I'd rather watch a tape than use that internet back then. Yeah. So I would say the internet because I didn't really care.
Like, bro, remember watching Naked on videotapes and like if you really liked the section, you had to physically like rewind it. You had to press that
exactly
just to get
Vaseline up that rewind button.
That's crazy. That's dedication.
Because you know you got your hand on your dick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Wait a minute. Wait.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah. CSI investigation would have been quick in those days. Yeah, well, there's his fingerprints all over
Vaseline.
the VHS.
This shit is lubed up. You know what I mean? Lubed up. And what the fucking worst was when you're about to really, about to finish the job. You know what I'm saying? The camera would go to some dude. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh shit! Look at the ceiling right quick. That type of bullshit that happened all the time, bro. You know how it goes, bro.
It was. Talking about the internet, just to for one quick one before we go to the next question, I would ask everybody to take a moment and go on YouTube and find any sort of like news, like maybe I saw a YouTube clip of CBS, I think it was CBS, back in 1994 when they were talking about the internet like they talk about Bitcoin now. Like what is that? Like what's the internet? Like what, I don't know. Like you go on and you can send an email to people. So you can send messages to people like without them being there. Like these are the most hilarious YouTube videos, but it gives you a perspective on how not so in the distant past did the internet hit us? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's how I feel too.
That's
how I feel about it too. It was there, but like it wasn't big yet or didn't really matter yet. And like there was no like a homework assignments on the internet yet. And there was no like submitting shit via internet like for jobs or anything like that. So it really didn't matter, man. It was cool to have. It was like a perk to have in your house. But it was kind of like having web TV. You know what I mean? Like it was cool to have, but nobody really gave a fuck,
Yeah. It was something to talk about. Like, I got the internet at the house. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It was like that. It was like having a blender. At one point, like it was cool to have, whatever. But fuck you, let's go outside.
Yep.
I don't give a damn about that shit. But let's get on to the next one. Let's see. Now that one wouldn't make sense if we were to get rid of one of the states in the U.S. What would it be and why? That's fighting talk right there.
Yes. That is some for real fighting talk. Right there.
I got a good.
Maybe a section of.
I got a good one. Section of the state. How about we take Connecticut and relocate it to like where Florida is? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what we
exactly.
do on that one.
That's like we ain't gotta eliminate. We can just rearrange where places are.
Let's go ahead and just move that shit somewhere so it just has better weather. You know what I mean? Let's see. This one is a good one. Okay, let's say. Let's say if the podcast is over right now, right? And we go outside, somebody left a pallet of $10 million in front of your door. First thing you would do?
Yep. Invest it.
And Bitcoin?
Right now, $1 million of it.
I know.
Yep, $1 million of it. That's it. Yeah. That's what is that? 10%, not 10%. 10 million. My math is off. Fuck y'all. Yeah, man. Definitely just invest. Oh, but real talk, man. I get a house, bro. I'm sick of these apartments.
I feel you.
I'll get a house. Get a house for the lady.
Word.
Pay my student loans off. Mad middle fingers for those things. Yep. Get some rims on the car.
Shit.
Some tints. Because we're keeping it classic. I ain't going to let that one slide. I'm a grown up, but fuck y'all. I like to keep my fucking ride nice. And then, of course, invest. And then help out the family. Yo, a bunch of that shit's going to Puerto Rico, by the way. I got to keep that shit 100. A good number of that money is going to Puerto Rico to get them on their
Word.
Lord knows that they need it. So if I got that money, man, for the people too. But also for rents.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just be real. How about you, bro? You walk outside, a pallet, 10 million
Fazools?
Fazools. Yeah, bro.
First thing I would do is I do a spin kick. That's the first thing I do a spin kick over the pallet. Like, you know what I mean? I did it. Mama. I finished. Like I beat a game, you know what I mean? Finally.
Yeah.
Fuck that. But first thing I look around like, yo, who's this? Who the fuck is money is this? You know what I mean? Is any like one of Escobar's cousins like made a mistake? You know what I mean? I'm about to get my ass killed or something. End up on Narcos real
talk,
quick.
is this a dirty 10 million?
Okay, I'm gonna have to hide it though. Yeah. But first, I gotta do though for real. Legitimately, I would buy my mother something. I buy my mother a new car and I buy her a house. Straight up, bang. Nice. You know, I definitely attack that first. Definitely, and then I would buy a house, obviously too, like you, for me, the lady. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere nice, somewhere preferably both of our choosing. But I really don't give a fuck as long as we're in a nice area. She cares about like that, the details of where we're gonna be. You feel me? The logistics. Yeah. And I would invest it in something. Definitely. I hear you. Definitely something profitable. Something safe. Not nothing like the newest shit coming out. You know what I mean? If you put this amount of money, you could make this. Now I would do something like old economy, something that's been reliable since day one, since time immemorial, as they say. And then I would just save the rest. But I would donate to somebody directly, though. I wouldn't give it to I wouldn't not give it to a society or a foundation, because who knows what the fuck they do with that money, because people been donating a lot of goddamn money for the years and years and years, and where the fuck is that shit going? It's like somebody
that output is
not equal. Somebody, you know what I mean? Supposedly Bill Gates has been donating to a certain charity for like the last 20 something years, but they're still broke. You know what I mean? How the fuck is that possible? You feel me?
Yeah, unless they're putting their money towards third fucking world countries, just consistently, like, here's $1 million, okay, there goes $1 million for them.
It ain't. That's the way it is. It ain't going down.
I don't know the books either, though. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing. So
man, I hear that. I worked one-on-one with somebody. Directly. Like, there was some for Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. There was some entrepreneurs that were actually chartering their own jets and actually flying into Puerto Rico their damn self, and taking pallets of food from their own planes and dropping it off and handing it to the people directly. Not going through an agency. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? And that's what I would probably do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Definitely.
How about, would you buy the plane and then do it yourself?
Probably not, because I don't like flying. So what the fuck am I gonna do with a plane? You feel me? So, but I'd probably rent it or lease it, whatever the fuck you do with planes. If you can just borrow it or pay an entrepreneur for their plane, or hey man, I'll give you a cool $500,000 if you let me use your plane for the next week. You know what I mean?
Yep, just let me get up.
Yeah, and then load that shit up with nothing but fucking saison and whatever they need down there, water and shit. And what I also would do is I pay for the some of the medicine for them down there, and I would bring them back here to put them and let them go to hospitals in the area. That's what I would, because there's a lot of people in ICU, bro, that died, that are this is a damn shame. They couldn't be treated, so they died. So it's a sad situation, man. That's where the real recovery and the real help needs to go to, because there's people with serious fucking medical problems and they can't get any help for it. So medicine will be first, the sick would be first, the elderly would be first, and I bring their asses back here. That's what I would do, and save the rest, bro. Yep. Save the rest. But last but not least, me and the boys gotta go on like a $500,000 bender and just not giving a fuck. I'm fucking a boom, boom, boom. Mama say well. For the whole fucking 2 weeks, the whole 2 weeks, nonstop. From the moment you wake up, the moment you go to sleep, just a boom, boom, boom. Yo, I had enough. Boom, boom, yo.
I mean, no more of the boom,
raw.
Boom. Stop it.
Neosporin on the boom, boom.
Bro, we got 100,000 left. We got 100,000 left. The boom boom is done when that's done. Come on, get in the car.
Buffet, bro.
Vamos.
Buffet, yo. But I'll take us to like Brazil, flies from Brazil to like Ibiza. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do, bro.
I see what's popping off in your brain.
That's what I'll do. I'll take care of what I got to take care of, but then I got to take care of the boys and my damn self at the end and buy us all suits. You feel me? All the same suit, just different colors. You feel me? And just go out.
Yeah, but like real good suits. None of that Men's Warehouse.
We're talking Armani.
Like the one that the John Wick suits.
Yeah,
the John Wick suits where the guy's talking like it's fucking dessert, but it's really weapons. That's
hell yeah, man, and just smooth as fuck, but functional. You know what I mean? Just in case we really want to hit that hard spin move, we don't feel that restriction. You know what I mean?
Yo, these guys are letting off the most fearless spin moves on the dance floor. It's like they feel protected. I don't understand what's going on that floor.
Those suits are way too nice for those type of moves. The gyrations are intense from those guys. That's what I'd be doing, yo. Hell yeah, that'll be some banging ass
Don't.
shit, bro. But let's dip into the next one, bro. What do you guys do in your free time?
All right. I mean, we can make that one quick. Play video games, hang out with the lady, whenever from time to time, take the dog out on the jog, and that's about it, man.
Basic guy right there. Basic
How about
guy.
you? Basic guy. Sometimes you got to keep it smooth.
Something, a lot. I don't care how much money you got, where you're from. There's a certain level in life where you reach, like some days are gonna be very fucking basic. Most of the time, actually.
Yep.
About 95%.
Yeah. Basically,
drink wine.
I would say drinking wine.
Definitely. For me, man, my free time, hobbies include going to the gym. And I know people don't think that's free, but free time. But that's my hobby as well as health benefit. Play video games as well. Shout out to Guild Wars, freshly back on that. Shout out to Destiny, PlayStation, all that good stuff, man. Chill with the lady. Try to get as much coochie-os as possible. And just chill with them. Chill with the kid upstairs. And that's it, man. I'm a very basic dude.
Nice.
I'm a very basic dude. Even if I had a lot of money, it'd be the same fucking situation, man. It's just me.
It'd be the same fucking... Yeah,
That's just me.
Maybe a bit of the free time will be going to the computer, checking up on the finances.
That's about it.
Okay.
Just make sure my money's looking right.
Still
and
Yeah.
that is about it, bro. Even if I had a lot of money, I'd be ordering stuff to the house. You feel me? Like, I just rather be at home, man. Hey, at the end of the day, we pay to live here, so you might as well be there. You feel me?
Yeah.
The fuck you gonna pay all this money to live, but then you're gonna be gone all the time. What's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Right? Might as well not get the house. Just use the money.
Yeah. Why don't you buy some? Go down to Home Depot, buy some boards, and build your ass a fort in the woods. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be home,
which is kind of it'd be kind of dope. How dope would that be though? Like, I'd be like, yo, I got a fort in the woods. You want to go fucking smoke some?
It would be dope, but I guarantee that the cops and the government will get a whiff and they'll start trying to charge you. You know what I mean? They'll charge you.
They love getting.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yo,
I smell like these motherfuckers ain't paying taxes.
Yo, they just off topic for a second. Speaking of that,
Let's do it off-roading.
There was a collection of homeless people. Like, I guess they would all split up. They would do the panhandle, and the little slip of cardboard box with the marker saying, "Hey, I need some fucking money. You gonna help me out here?" And they would all go back to the same place. They were all living in the same portion of the woods in the area, and the cops got wind. Got wind. This was in Seminole County, Florida, and the cops got wind.
Okay.
What they did is they hired whatever contractors or whatever construction people, tree cutters. They went in there. They cut the entire area down. Yep, they cut it all the way down.
They literally just said, we're cutting the trees down? They literally did.
Just
to get to them?
To get them out of the woods. Wherever they were staying at, they would cut them, just cut the whole fucking area down. And they would, every time they find where they're at, they do the same thing.
That was like the plot of the bad guys in Avatar, by the way.
Yeah, by the way.
Like, that's what that shit is.
Yep. Sorry, and we're not going to help you find somewhere to live or try to give you up money, but what we will do for you is cut your place down. Yeah, that's what we will do for you.
Also, we're not gonna care about the trees either. Fuck those.
No,
things.
hell no.
As far as I know, these trees are accomplices. Motherfucking. That's
one of these trees are a
now.
felon, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. That's what that is.
Hey Jim, I think that's some illegal sap on the trunk. Oh, that's illegal as fuck. Look at how sticky that sap is.
Taste that sap right there, Jim.
There's nothing
Pure
legal.
Bolivian. Pure Bolivian sap.
Lord, I remember that one night in
That's Bolivian sap, organic. I know it.
Is that a pallet of 10 million by the tree? Yeah. All right. I see that. This is all kinds of wrong.
Cut it down.
Yep. So, wow. That's crazy. That's
fucked up.
Quite the move.
It's fucked up is what it is.
Negative power moves
Big
on
one.
that. That's what
Big
that
one.
is.
This is the next one. This is fucking not even fun. Like, not even a good one to answer, but we're gonna say it anyway. Who would win in a fight between Batman and Spider-Man?
God.
Spider-Man, Jorge. As if Spider-Man's name was Jorge.
What? Yo. All right. So who would win in the fight between Batman and Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
definitely. Not even a fucking contest, because we all got to remember that Batman's just a dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and yeah, Batman is just a dude. He got mad tech, you know, but and he's got ninjutsu skills. I don't know. Maybe if he gets maybe. Nah, not no maybe. I think Spider-Man will put work in, but it can't be like just starting off Spider-Man. It would have to be experience like issue 176 Spider-Man that go up against Batman. Because Batman is slick. We have to give him that. Yeah. We got to give him that.
We do. You know, he has the gadgets, but let's say strip him of the gadgets in a fight. I think even Tenderoni Spider-Man will beat him in a fight.
Yeah, well, Tenderoni Spider-Man has got super.
He does because they tested it out, and he's stronger than Captain America. He's stronger than I forgot who he was up against. Somebody. He's strong. He's one of the strongest ones. Put it that way.
That's nuts. Yeah. So
Spider-Man will put that work in. Even if Batman had that suit from Batman's vs Superman, he'd still get that ass whoop.
Yep. All right, but here's a response question. Like, don't worry about answering that. Answer this. Who do you think will get more Cuccios? Bruce Wayne or Peter Parker? All right.
Yeah. Who will get more Cuccios? Who bought the almond milk around here? That's what that is.
Yo, so dumb. Who bought the almond milk around here? I feel like Bruce would be the first to buy almond milk.
Yeah, he would. Because he likes to do push-ups and shit. You know, and he works out. Keep watching for the body.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Cuccios, yo. Let's say, okay, this is a good one. Let's say if we're a CEO of a company, what would be the 3 key concerns to keep your company like going functionally? Productivity.
All right. For productivity, I think one of the biggest things that would go into it is this basically teamwork, the synergizing of the employees that are there. If your employees are bumping heads, if there's people who are sort of trying to step over one another to try to get your product out or trying to sell as many things as your company sells, or they're just getting on each other's nerves, you're killing productivity amongst the people. I feel like having an atmosphere that allows for people to be the people that they are, to promote the person, would be like one of the most important things for it. Because, happy workers, I don't give a fuck what you say. If you got happy workers, you have effective workers. I would hope that another thing to keep my business running would be important for me would be just having the right lawyers, I guess. Making sure everything is up to code, everything's to standard. Just kind of keep the daily. Making sure things are just done right, man. You know what I mean? I don't like things to fail. So I would want to do everything that I could to make it right. Now that we have a great set of people working together to push this product, let's just say that's the company pushing a product. Now that we have that, let's make sure that the product is something that is backed legally, so nobody loses their job in the process and we're just making money. And hopefully it's the type of product that helps people, Make sure that it isn't some shitty ass fucking I don't know, just something stupid, I'd rather put a product that has a purpose.
Gotcha.
So don't know if it'll be a successful company, but fucking A, man, that'd be the way I'd run my company.
Got you. I feel you, man.
How about you?
It would definitely. I would start off maybe this place called Victor's Secret instead of Victoria's Secret. You know what I mean? It'd be my name on a bunch of panties. You know what I mean? I'll feel pretty good about that. But I would run it as done. I'd run all jokes aside though, if I was a CEO of a company though, I would definitely run it. Basically, I would not be getting a monster salary. First off, I'd be divvying up my salary over the employees as well. Kind of like the way the Costco CEO did it. He basically he split up his own yearly salary, and he did it so in a way that more of his employees could make more money. That's what I do. That's what I do. Because at the end of the day, I know a CEO is an important job, but they don't do the day to day. They don't run the in and outs. They don't have interactions with the actual people buying your product and using your service rather on a daily. So you honestly shouldn't be getting triple or quadruple the amount of money than your employees. You feel me? And an entire division of your employees, they don't even make as a chunk of what you make. So I would definitely start off that type of CEO. I definitely make sure their wages were extra high, because if you have high wages, you have better morale. Better morale means better productivity, better employees, happier attitude to work for your company. And I wouldn't be as strict as well, as far as the office policies, those type of things, because the more strict your job is, the more way people are going to try to find a way to fuck off, and people don't want to come to work. You feel me? Like it just creates a fucked up environment to work in, man. It really does. I understand if you have a lax attitude, you're gonna get some lax ass people, but that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, even if you have a fucking a zero room for tolerance of any fucking off, people are still gonna fuck off. It doesn't matter unless you run your company like the Gestapo. People are gonna find a way to fuck off. It just is what it is. And so those are the two biggest factors. And what else I would do? The third one is I would give them a loyalty bonus.
You said, what's that?
Loyalty bonus? Because a lot of companies, a lot of big corporations, they don't even give you a loyalty bonus. They don't even, like, for you putting in that time, for you putting in that work for X amount of years, they don't believe in a loyalty bonus. They have the mentality, I'm not going to name a name of a company, but I do some dealings with a particular company that I actually talked to the CEO, surprisingly, directly. And the dude, he doesn't believe in raises. He's his exact words, and I quote, from a CEO making almost $1 million a year, says he does not believe in giving raises to people that just because you've been doing the same job for 10 years. End quote. So basically, you're not getting no raise as long as you're doing the same job. So I would definitely do those things.
It doesn't, like, he doesn't see the fact that doing the same job for 10 years means you've been doing it very well. There's
negative. He said that you didn't learn any new skills. That's what he said. The reason why I don't pay a loyalty bonus is because that you haven't learned anything new. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So why should you deserve any kind of credit for that? And you don't get a pat in the back for doing a good job. You're supposed to do a good job.
It's like buying.
That's what he said. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Like if there is no extra output, there is no extra
exactly.
money.
But you won't let me do any extra output. That's the thing. Like let's say you don't give me other things to do. So how can I do extra shit?
Yeah. Then you got to think about, like, the amount of time that it goes into maybe learning something new, taken away from what you do. I bet you're going to be upset when somebody's putting less time into what you're paying them for to learn some more, to then come back with more knowledge to get paid more. You ain't gonna like that either.
So it's a
Mr. CEO.
Fuck you.
Go Mr. Fuck
yeah,
off.
definitely. Go find a sponsored kite for whatever company you work for.
A very highly multi-sponsored kite.
A huge one. Leonardo da Vinci fucking designed that shit, flying in the air.
Just for a dick like you.
So fuck yeah. So those are the things, man. I'd focus on more employee health.
Yeah.
Employee
nice,
morale.
Dude, health. Huge, dude. Huge. I would put extra money. That'd be something that I'd do. I'd put, if obviously depending on, like, the company, what the output is, if you can do it sustainably, because you still want to keep their jobs. You want to make your company to make enough money to keep people's jobs. If there's enough money to, like, really amp up the health programs, like health insurance, absolutely.
Hell yeah. That's going to keep people in your job right there. That's going to people locked in. Like, oh man, this job, they're cool with me. Lax atmosphere. They give us a loyalty bonus. The CEO is mad cool. He cut his own salary so we can get paid more. And our health insurance is, like, cheap. I can't go nowhere. I love this place. You know what I mean?
Yep. Keep that machine.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Because it all comes down to the basic human need. I like getting treated good, and I'm gonna treat you good if you treat me good. Straight up and down, right there. Yep. Common sense. Just do it. Do it. You can treat your employees like a correctional officer. You're gonna get. Nobody gonna want to come work for you. You're gonna get half-ass work.
No. Exactly. The only way somebody will come to your job is if they got arrested. That's it. And that's what they. Yeah,
I feel you.
So fuck that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
So the next one, man. Let's see. This is an awkward ass one. You've been given an elephant. You can't give it away or sell it. What would you do with the elephant?
Cool. Fucking man. A lot. I would motherfucking ride it. Maybe it won't be to work, because having an elephant walk that far probably would take forever to get to work. but I'll fucking roll with the fucking elephant. Like, come on, man. It's an elephant. But at the same time, you got to hope that I don't suck at taking care of elephants, and that if it does pass away, give it a good burial. So that's what I would do with my elephant. Hang out with it, try to feed it, and knowing that I'm not that good at maybe elephantry, give it a good grave.
Elephant tree.
Elephant tree. I don't have that set of skills to hang out with elephants. Or you know what, man? I feel like, I don't know, man. That's a weird question, and you can only get weird responses from weird questions. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I would do with an elephant. What the fuck would you do with an elephant, bro?
First off, I'd ride the shit out of it. I would.
True. See,
you got to do it. I'd ride it around. You know, I don't know who's gonna be picking up them bricks of shit though. I know. I mean, they drop those big boulder-sized pieces of shit coming out of here, and I don't know who. You know, I don't know. Let the chalk that up onto Jesus. Maybe he'll hook it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
yep.
What I would do, I'd do some Muay Thai with it, because apparently these Thai people love elephants. You know what I mean?
That's true,
so
bro.
I'm doing some Ung Bak training on top of it. You know, doing some strong elbows, some knees. Teach that thing to let me do a backflip off the horns. Something along those lines. You know that, bro.
Oh, you know how many? Oh, bro. I would start trouble.
Hell yeah. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? I got an elephant. You know what I mean?
You fucking ugly. Now
do
something.
I dare you. I'm gonna crush your ass. You see this? You see this fucking trunk? It's going up your behind.
Mira, Jay, how does an elephant commit suicide?
Classic.
Oh, shout out to Pod, back to back. Hell yeah.
Classic.
For anybody who doesn't get it, that's all right. Like we've told you to do it before. Go fuck off. It is a classic joke that is always a fresh joke from my dad.
Always.
If ever you have the pleasure of meeting my father, ask him, how does an elephant commit suicide?
It will be fucking hilarious.
Astounding.
It's the best thing ever.
More so for him than it is for you.
He tells it like it's the first joke, like discovery of all time. Like this is the first time somebody cracked a joke. You know what I mean? Like, I invented this cool thing. Listen to this. You know what I mean? Fucking dying.
But then he laughs at the joke like somebody had asked him.
Yeah, that's what he sasaid. like somebody was really interested about this. You know,
it's got to be the most one-sided joke.
Yeah.
Because for him, it's just So shout out to you, Dad. Yeah. So elephants. If I had an elephant, I'd fucking use it. Let's go.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna get out of here soon, but this is the last question. I think we both can expand on in some type of way. What is there a job out there that you are very interested in, but you know you wouldn't do well at, and what job would it be? Besides, if you lost your job now and you really wanted to try another job, but you know you're not going to be good at it, but you try anyway.
Oh my God,
that's a tricking it up right there, bro.
Yeah, but that's a good question. Because that requires you to accept that you fucking suck.
Yeah, like you're like, I'm really gonna suck. Like, I'm not gonna do well. I don't care how much training they offer. Like, you know.
I'm just not gonna get it. Like, literally, that's when you kind of sign your own papers, your own sponsorship for your own kite.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go fly, because it's like I'm gonna do good for this world, and I'm just gonna fly this kite and not do this one job. What job would I find interesting, dude? You know what, man? It's funny because it's gonna tie back into that question about being a CEO and all that shit. I think if my job was to be a CEO, that'd be fucking kind of cool. It's like I run my company and shit. But at the same time, I know exactly how scatterbrained I could be. And the amount of checks and balances and on-pointness that you have to be an effective CEO, I don't think that I would have the drive to want to have to check off all those boxes and balance all of those weights.
You're right.
So I don't have a particular job, but a job role would be CEO. That it'd be fucking cool to be like, yes, I own this and it makes money. But then at the same time, it's like, I once upon a time owned this and it used to make money. Now I just have this elephant. And that's it.
You're a beast.
That's it. I would be that's it. I don't know if I could run like a whole company.
Now I do Muay Thai with the elephant full time.
I do Muay Thai with the elephant full time, and I found what I really wanted to do in my life, and that's that.
Yo, what would you name your elephant, yo, real quick, if you had to?
Oh,
that's a tough one right there.
Bro, you know what? I'm going to keep it consistent with naming animals after other animals. I'd probably name my elephant Moose.
That's a good name, though.
Like, yo, Moose. Yo, Moose,
Moose
come
patties.
Here. Moose.
Your Moose patties, come here. Come through.
Yo, Moose patties. Let's do this.
Get the Viking horn out because he just knows that's for him. You know what I mean?
Yo. Yeah, I would try my hardest to be able to learn how to fucking hit the right note on a horn that would make the elephant respond. Be like...
That sounds extra Roman on that one.
Right?
That sounds like...
You just gave me goosebumps, bro. Yeah, man. So
that's what's up, bro.
For that answer, a CEO.
10-4.
Sounds dope as fuck, but I'd fuck that up.
That does it, bro. That's cool, though, man. Good, man.
You?
I would have to say that always interested me, but I know that I would not be good at it. A painter.
A paint. Oh, look at you.
A painter. Because I appreciate certain things, like for artsy type of things, but I know I can't. I'm just not. I don't have that side of the brain activated for me to actually do something like that and put it out there on the canvas. But that always interested me, and I'm always mesmerized how somebody can actually take a blank canvas and it'll come out as anything they want. That's
a power, dude. That's a superpower.
That is a superpower, man. It really is, and it's crazy because you'll always have something to do. You feel me? Like, hey, you know what? I got some spare time, man.
Give me
2 hours. You come out and you got it. It just looks fucking super dope. It's like a masterpiece. You know what I mean? That you created. Yeah. Nobody else helped you. Nobody told you what to do. You got nobody giving you ideas, nothing like that. It was just you, your cock, a paintbrush, and the canvas. And like you come out and it's just something crazy, bro. Something fucking beautiful as hell. Yeah. Like some type of landscape, a city environment. I don't care what type of painting it is either, man.
What it is, just art.
What it is, just art like that. But I know for a fact, and I don't give a fuck if I had a tutor or whatever the fuck. If I had Picasso himself, like, just in my face, like telling me this is how you do it, this is how you hold the brush. This is how you do it. I'm like, man, take this brush and stick it up your ass, all right? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Why don't you paint a picture of my asshole? I don't know. I can't do it, I said. God damn it. That's how it would probably go. And I wish I could.
Yo, that's exactly how it would go with your ass. Yo, I actually have a good answer now. Like the CEO was a whatever answer. I'm sorry. It came to me while you were talking about art and that a lawyer.
Yeah.
I've always, and you know me, I took classes to become a lawyer for a certain amount of time, but then I wouldn't be good at it because I realized how much you have to twist a lot of things.
And you gotta lie like a motherfucker.
The narrative, yeah, bro. Like it's totally narrative based and it's totally manipulating people's brains, and I don't like the feeling of if I'm going to manipulate somebody's brain, it's not because I want to do it like I'm trying to get your mind manipulated. It's because I said something that really hit a spot in your heart and in your mind. And it sparked the thought and it sparked the feeling. That's how it'd be, just the natural course of things. I don't ever want to go plotting on somebody to be like, well, I know that those 3 people there are Caucasian. That's 4 black guys. There's a black woman who is the defendant. So how am I going to play to their heartstrings just to get this woman off? Like, that's such a weird... Your brain has to be in a weird space to be thinking like that and then to make money off of it, So,
definitely props to anybody that is like a full lawyer and has a serious caseload. Props to them because they have to know so many laws. They have to know how to manipulate the laws. That's why they get paid so well, because they have to know so much and they got to lie. They got to, they got to twist and bend certain things. It's all about getting people to like you pretty much as well. Like my argument's better than your argument. Like you have to be so confident as a lawyer that you have to go in there and say, I'm going to get everybody to like me more than the other one.
Exactly.
That's what it all
because they're going to listen to me.
That's
more.
what it all comes down to. I'm going to sound more believable than the next guy. That's what it all comes down to, man. So you better be you have to be a likable person to be a lawyer. Yeah, you have to. You just have to. You can't get around it either.
Yeah.
You can't.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's all you in school.
No, you can't be like a,
but you can't be like a fucking asshole when you're presenting it.
Yeah, you can't be a fucking jerk.
You can't. They're gonna be like, fuck you. Yeah, the person did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're under arrest, by the way, too. You know. So now you can't. You know. So you have to be a very likable guy, girl, whatever, woman. To be a lawyer, you have to. It just is what it is.
Yep. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. So.
Shit, bro.
Rapid Fuego.
Rapid Fuego.
Rapid Fuego.
And sometimes it's a bit of a slow burn, too.
Yeah, it is. Definitely get that Neosporin. Put it on there. But I think that was another banger, man. Another banger. And before we get the fuck out of here, what I want to end this on a depressing note, sad note, but I have to because it's important, is shout out to anybody in Puerto Rico still going through it. I wish I could do something very dramatic to help everybody down there, but I can't. Definitely, Mariella's father currently has no power. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He can't work. He can't, barely can live with no food, no water, things like that. So it's hard, man. So shout out to anybody down there that's going down there and stay strong. That's all I could really say. And all my thoughts, sadness, depression goes out to the Vegas victims. And you got people who are just trying to go to a fucking country concert, then end up shot or dead. Nobody's safe anymore. That's all I can say is be careful out there, people. You know what I mean? That's a primarily reason why I don't like being around crowds either, man, because you just never know what's going to happen.
You never know, man. You never know when somebody's going to pull it on you.
You never know. It's cool to go to those things, but you just never fucking know. And with that amount of people, man, how the fuck can they really prepare? You feel me?
I know, man. Like what you going to do now? Now you got to worry about all the floors in the hotel, and you got to lock down concert venues in a certain fashion. It's crazy.
It really is crazy.
All that goes to say, man, enough with the fucking bullshit. Fuck out of here with the NRA chokehold on these fucking politicians, man. Let's get these motherfuckers to make some moves on Capitol Hill so we can get some gun law changes.
Need some regulations, man. Maybe if you're not taking them away, at least put some regulations on it, man. There's no reason why a civilian should be having military-grade weapons, bro. You know what I mean? That's my mentality on it.
Call of Duty real life, man. That's not good.
They don't need that type of shit. You don't need no fucking AR-15s and double-barrel shotguns and guns with scopes and shit if you're just a guy working for State Farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a gun with a scope, bro.
What the fuck you need that for when you're just a regular guy? You know?
Yep.
You don't need that bullshit, man. If you're just driving a Hyundai to work, the fuck you need a scoped gun for? You ain't no.
You still gotta wipe your ass like the rest.
Exactly,
of us,
man. They're fucking the KGB or the Russians ain't kicking your door in. You don't need that type of stuff. Even then, what are you gonna do? Set up a gun mount with a scope on it on the top of the stairs? I got a bogey about 5 clicks, 20 meters. Go for shot.
You ain't
Margaret. Go for shot. Talking to his wife.
Yo, open up the comms. I might go for the shot. No, you're not, man. You got dingleberries and go shut the hell up. Go fucking.
How about you put your other sock on, Jared?
Out your ass, you dick.
You know what I mean? Put your other sock on first if you're going to be doing some type of Call of Duty behavior.
You don't need all that. You don't need all that. So, to the families of the victims, a much more heartfelt thoughts and prayers to you guys than these fucking politicians who can make change but don't want to do it. And to Puerto Rico, I love you with all of my heart. You are my blood.
Yes.
So everything to you.
Definitely. So shout out to everybody there, Vegas. And we had another good episode. Definitely appreciate everybody for listening. And we can be checked out on iTunes, YouTube for your video pleasure, as well as www.chillinwiththejspodcast.com. Thank you for listening again. And I think we got to get the fuck out of here. We got something to do.
We got something to do, bro. All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace.